Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 213. Got my coffee in my summer sock camp mug. Peppermint mocha creamer. The search has started for pumpkin spice. Usually the end of July comes, so I've been looking. And today is Friday, July 21st, 2023. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Today it is all knitting. And a little heavy on the socks because it's summer sock camp and I love to knit socks. If you're new here, if you don't like socks, I'll see you later. I had a thought and I lost it. I have my Knit All the Felici yarn cal over in my Ravelry group. That will also be linked down below. I didn't talk about that. That's what I was going to say. All the show notes will be right down there in the description box. I'll have links to everything I talk about today. Project pages, if I have any, yarns, bags, patterns, all that good stuff right down there. I also have reading and watching. Yeah. So, the Knit All the Felici cal is still going. It ends August 31st. Knit or crochet Knitpicks Felici yarn. And yes, I have a chatter and FO thread over there. So chatter away and post your FOs and I will, it'll be pattern prizes. I don't know, it depends on how many entries I have. Maybe I'll do 2 and 2 or 3 in FO and 1 in chatter. I haven't decided yet, but yes. And I want to thank everybody for their comments last week about the I have my Knit All the Felici cal, but if you've watched my last episode, last week, Knitpicks Felici might be discontinued. I don't know, but they are not releasing any new colors this year. So I think next year I'm going to do, for my summer cal, I think I'm going to do Knit All the Stripes. That way you can knit whatever you want, as long as it's with self-striping yarn, and whatever yarn you want. So if you have like Patton's Croy, Opal, Regia, West Yorkshire Spinners, and then you got the indie dyed. So then whatever you have, you can just knit it, and you can knit whatever you want. Socks. Oh, the sun's coming out. I'm getting blinded. Oh. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do next year. Knit all the stripes. I like that idea. That way you can use whatever stripy yarn you have. Yeah, so that sounds good. What else? I think that's it. I'm getting blinded. I came up here, I sat down, it was really cloudy, so I, put my blind down like halfway on my window. I'm glad I pulled it down because wowza. And I got my light out because I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's going to get rainy again, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's sunny / cloudy today, so right now the sun is out. Okay, I guess we can get started. I have 3 finished objects and 5 whips. Yep. I finished 2 things and I just cast 2 new things on. That's okay. All right, so we will get started with finished objects. Oh, I love these so much. I can't wait till it starts to get cooler so I can wear these. Oh, look at these. They don't match. This is Freckled Whimsy Spells and Things Club. This is my first one. She's done this club for a long time and I've always wanted it. And I finally decided. She changed some things around with her Yarn of the Month clubs. She had 2 and then she just smooshed one together. So I'm like, hey, can I get this instead of this one? So I still have 2 clubs, but so I have the Yarn of the Month and then this one. And so these are DK weight. And I was talking about having playing yarn chicken. I won. I still have plenty. So that's what I got left. I will put this in a bag and I will save it for scrappy DK weight socks. So I did 48 stitches, US 3s, 10 rows of 2x2 rib. Afterthought heel. Oh, they're so squishy. I love them. I love DK weight socks. And I did put the heel where I was gonna. So these are a little bit longer. I think the leg is like 7 inches. So, note to self, I can do a really long leg with DK weight socks and still have enough. I think this was a 100-gram skein and this was a 20. So yeah, love them. These are for me. Actually, all the socks today are for me. It's okay. I got some gift knits on the needles. All right, now these ones, I said last week, I was doing 1 stripe a day and I was doing pretty good and I wasn't like feeling the urge to like hurry up and finish them. Yeah, I said that last week. Well, after I recorded, I think last weekend or early this week, I'm like, I'm done. So I finished them. They don't fit on my blockers very well. This base is like very thick. The Cozy Knitter Advent 2018. Now in her picture, now I don't know if she knit her socks cuff down or toe up, but in the picture, the blue right here started at the cuff. So I don't know if I started mine in the right way. If I didn't, I don't care. I know when I open this that she labels where you're supposed to start and the tag was on this pink. So I don't know. Maybe I messed up. Maybe the tag was on the wrong spot. But anyway, I don't care. I love them. Love it. These are 64 stitches. 12 rows of 2x2 rib. I did heels, toes, and cuffs in Patton's Croy muslin. I can usually do 12 rows for the leg and 12 rows for the foot. And that I can use all of the Advent. And it's like, I think the leg is like almost 7 inches. Pretty sure. So, yep. So now I have all of the Cozy Knitter Advents. I was missing this one and she did a pre-order for it like in May. And so I'm all set. I have all 5 and I'm pretty sure the pre-order for this year is probably going to be released soon. So keep your eye out. Oh, I love it. And I used US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter for these. Did I say I used US 3s? TK weight or US 3s. I think that's 3.25 millimeter. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Love these. Those are also for me. And then my last finished object. I gotta steal a sock blocker. Actually, I'm gonna take both of those off because I'm gonna need sock blockers for one of my whips. Ooh, I love this one. So this is my Advent sock, day 13. Looking at my notes. Yep, day 13. I love this right here. Oh, this pooling, I love it. So this is Dragon Hoard Yarns and Yarn Cafe Creations Harry Potter Advent 2022. For each mini, I am making a sock and I am putting a square in my blanket. And this is how much I can get out of a sock after my square. The heels, toes, and cuffs are all Knitpicks Strolled Up Heather. I'm doing them all like that so I know they kind of match. And I'll have mismatched socks, 24 of them. So this is 13. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. I think last week I was half done. Love it. I did 21 rows of leg and 12 rows of 2x2 rib. Afterthought heel. 1.5 US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. All right, we'll take that off the blocker because I'll need that in a little bit. And that's all my finished objects. 5 socks. Some of those were like really close to being done. Actually, all of them were. Yeah, my Advent sock needed a heel. I think my DK weight socks just need a little bit, and then toes and heels, and then my Advent socks, I think I needed 5 stripes, a toe and a heel. So they were all pretty much done. So next week I'm probably just gonna have one FO. Pretty sure. I don't know, we'll see. All right, now we're getting into whips. This is stitching Plaza, Harry Potter. And this is Advent sock day 14, which is the gaunt. Nope, I think I took is the tag in here? I think it's the Gaunt Shack, but I don't know if my tag is. I think I took the tag out. Yep, because I put new colors in there. I think it's the Gaunt Shack. It's like this. This one didn't really pool. Well, kind of, sort of, but I love it. It's like an army green, grayish, with browns, blacks. Pretty. So this one just needs a heel. I put in the toe last night. And I kitchendered this morning, and then I wove in my ends. It was getting late, and I'm like, I don't want to do the kitchen, or I might mess it up. But, so it's done-ish. Just need a heel. So this will be my FO, because I'm probably gonna put my heel in today, and then I'll have one FO. So my next sock is right here. Oh, I only wove in one end. Usually when I finish the cuff, I weave in this end, but I forgot. So here is the next sock. This is 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. Chiaogoo red lace, 32-inch cord, 2.5 millimeter needles. That's it. Yeah, magic loop. That's how I knit my socks. And this color is going to be, I think it's, yep, Half-Blood Prince. I'm knitting them in order, just because I like to do things in order. And here it is. It's like a brown and green and teal. Looks like a little bit of purple in there. Oh, it's beautiful. So here's day 15. Hopefully I will have it in this state by next week. And then I really love this one too. This one is Dragon Horn Yards, and it's Harry and Ginny. Oh, I really love this one. It's like a mauvey, purpley, orangey, browny color. Oh, I don't know, love it. So I usually knit 2 of them together, post them as finished objects, because I'm keeping track of how many socks I knit this year. And I might wear these together. I don't know. I will just mix match them. But for purposes of knitting, once I finish 2, I just say they're a finished object. Okay, and that's the Advent sock. Oh, also, I really wanted to finish these because I had this sudden urge to cast on a pair of, we'll talk about that in a minute, scrappy socks, but I didn't have any needles. All of my sock needles were full. That's never happened. That means I have too much sock whips. That's what that means. I resisted the urge to buy more needles, but I don't know, I still might. I just, yeah. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But here is a new whip. My sock blockers. Another Stitching Plaza bag. Well, I haven't used this bag in a long time. This used to be my favorite. Hamilton. I love Hamilton. And this is a gift knit. I think I talked about this last week, saying how I might cast these on. I did. West Yorkshire Spinners. And this is Silent Night. This was a Christmas color, I believe, from years past. But they still carry it, so you can still get it. Oh, I thought I had more. I had more than this. I guess I don't. It's okay. Sorry about the lighting. It like gets really, really bright and then really, really dark. Oh, look at the sparkle. So these are for my mom. This is her color. She absolutely loved this color. I think last year I bought like 4 or 5 skeins of this. And so every Christmas I'm going to knit her a pair. So she'll have a nice collection of them. There comes the sun again. So 12 rows of 2x2 rib. And 64 stitches. Chiaogoo red lace. 2.5 millimeter. Same thing. My mom has the same exact size foot as me, so so if I'm knitting a sock, I'm like, do you like this? She's like, no. So I'm like, okay, this is mine. But these are for her. I think I have a pair. Pretty sure I have a pair. I don't know. But so yep. I got 10 rows done. 10, 15 rows. These will be long legs, afterthought heel. Yep. Going to see them tomorrow. I'll probably work on these. She won't care. I think she has 2 pairs already and it's hot out, so she won't be like, oh, I want those. So that is her last sock for Christmas. And then she will be done. Yay. Getting there. All right. Gotta rearrange myself. Oh, my foot is falling asleep. All right, here is the scrappy sock. This is a gift. I have my all-time favorite scrappy. This is my scrappy bag. If you see this, there's scraps in it. I don't know why. Maybe because it's all the rainbow. But it's my scrap bag. I also got a summer sock pin on there. And this is Bags by Awesome Granny. I bought this a while ago. I don't know if she still has this one, but I really love her bags. Alright, I think I said that this is a gift. This one's a gift. I won't say to who, but they're watching and they'll see it. I got this attached like this. Look, I mean, I cast on and that's all I got. 7 rows. That's it. When I do my scrappy socks, I like to put the ball that I'm working on and just shove it on the needles. Yeah, that's gonna get tangled up. So that's how I like to do that. These are 64 stitches, 2.5 millimeter needles. Magic loop, nothing new. I just got a little teeny tiny amount done. 2x2 rib. I got 7 rows. I'm gonna do 15 rows. And I just have, look at the glorious scraps in there. Love it. So for my scrappy socks, I usually, sometimes I close my eyes and just pick out one. And then I go, yeah, that'll work. And if it's like, ooh, I don't like that, so I put it back and I close my eyes. Pick out another one, ooh. And then I go, oh yes, that'll work. Or I will, look at how my sock's going and I'm like, it needs more blue, or, oh, there's no green in here yet. I like to do like crazy rainbow colors, so someday I could probably like pick out all the blues and all the greens and just make them like that, but I like them wild and crazy. I have self-striping in here, and I have tonals, speckles. I got it all, and it's all 75-25 base. I like to keep my bases together. But yeah, scrappy socks. I'm gonna work on these today. Yes, yes. I don't think I can. Probably taking this to my parents tomorrow is not gonna be a good idea, changing colors and whatnot, so I think I'll just bring these ones tomorrow, and maybe my Advent sock. You know, I go to my parents and I'm there for like pretty much all day, but I still bring like 3 or 4 whips. Like I'm gonna be there for 3 months. You all get it. All right, here is my Stephen West socks. I have them in separate bags because it's just easier. I split the yarn in, it's 2 colors. I split those skeins in half, so I have half in each. And I'm working, a lot of the times you're working with both colors at the same time, and for tangle mess purposes, I just put them in 2 separate bags. So this one is Bags by Awesome Granny. Also got a summer stocking pin. And then this one is Freckled Whimsy. This is a really, really old bag. It's probably one of my first ones I bought. She used to make bags. I don't know if she still does or not. I don't think so. So, spoiler alert. This will be posted on Monday, but I am done with Clue 3. I can't believe it. And oh man, it was a doozy. It was a doozy of a clue, let me tell you. But I did it. The first sock took me a very long time, and then the second one's like, oh, this isn't that bad. So this is the contrast blast socks. So if you do not want to see them, skip ahead, close your eyes. I don't know. By the time this is up, it'll be Monday. Hopefully by then you would have it started. I don't know how many care about getting spoiled, but I'm going to show it. So fast forward me, or I don't know, skip ahead. And I am going to get out my sock blockers because they look ridiculous. I mean, okay, I'm going to show it. Look away. So this is the leg. I think clue 2 was this and the heel turn, or the heel flap. With a little heel flap, heel turn. And then it was the gusset. The gusset from you know what. Just because I've never done one. I'll try not to. But yeah, look at this. It's like, and I'm not sure. I don't like the beginning of round. I think he does his gussets weird. Maybe not. But I don't like that my beginning of round is right here. It irritates me. I like regular magic loop. I don't know if I could switch. I'm gonna have to wait to see what the pattern says. But I don't think so because he has a jog on the bottom. He probably did that on purpose. So I'm probably gonna have to knit it like this the rest of the sock. I don't know. When you normally do so when you're knitting magic loop, do you normally knit your gusset like this and then you continue your sock the rest of the way? Is that how it goes? Because here, let me show you. I really don't. Actually, this one. I'm talking about my needle orientation here. See, this is my beginning of row right here. This one is in the middle on the back of the foot. I don't know. So that got me confused right off the bat. It was the needle orientation. I'm like, do I have 2 loops? Do I have 1 loop? What the heck is going on? But I chatted with the friend and she guided me, and so I figured it out. Thank you, Lindsay. From Lazy Lemon Creations. She's helped me. I'm like, does this look right? The power of the internet and sending pictures. So here we go. Look at this. Cables. The first time I should have done a heel flap and gusset before I did this. I thought, I can do it. He has good videos. Well, in his videos, he shows on DPNs. I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but it was a problem. And then he goes and puts cables right there. That made it a little more tricky. Stephen West can't do anything plain Jane, right? But so we did more stair steps. My guess is that this pattern is going to be on the foot for the rest of the way, and then it'll be plain stripes on the bottom. That's my guess. But yes, this is clue 3. I'm done. It is nice. It is crazy. So my main color is Legacy Fiber Arts Buttons. And this dark gray is Lolo Did It Folsom. Now this gray bleeds on my hands like crazy, so now I'm kind of nervous about washing these. It's not bad, but it's enough to go, what is on my hands? So, yep. And I am doing the left and right sock pattern. So I put a little letter bead on there on a stitch marker, so that I can keep them apart. So yep, I am almost done. We have one more clue left, but I do like that the gusset is like almost half of the foot, so I'm like so close. We did a bunch of decreases for the gusset, and then we did like 4 more stripes or 2 more stripes without decreasing, so I don't know if that's part of it. Does that mean after you're decreasing, does that mean your gusset's done and then it's just foot? I don't know. I'm not counting rows or anything. They do fit. They are very long. They're longer than I usually do. I probably could have done my normal 12 rows of 2x2 rib, but I did what he suggested and said 1.5 inches. I think that was 18 rows for me. So I do have the second one at that state. Done, done, done. They're supposed to mirror each other. I don't know if I can show this on sock blockers when they're on needles, but both socks fit. I am good to go. I don't know about that cable. I don't know. A big note to self, I do not like cables in socks. And I don't know if I really like pattern socks, to be honest. I don't know. Ouch. Poking myself. Well, I don't know if, yeah, they're going in different directions. You can see that. At least in the leg part. You can see the cables going in different directions. But here we go. Clue 3 done. Yes. I can't believe I finished it in one day. I worked on it all day. They fit. This heel flap and heel turn gusset thing, it feels great. I see what everybody's talking about. They're like, yes, the heel flap and gusset is a pain, but it fits the best. So I don't know. I think I might try. I did something bad. Not bad, but I'm done showing these. I'm using US 1, 1.5, 2.5 millimeter, size 2. I'm so glad I did the size 2. Size 2 is 72 stitches. Just for cast on purposes, but now I'm at 68. And I mean, it feels fine. With all of this pattern and texture and cables, I was afraid to use a US 1. And I use US 1.5 for all my socks all the time, so. Boop, boop. Oh, look at that, it's like an accordion. So, yep, these are done until next week, which is the last clue. I don't know if I'll have these. Maybe I'll have one done. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But since it's the last clue, it's like, okay. I do want to finish them just because I've been on my needles forever. But they will be done soon, soon, soon. So, as I was saying, I did something naughty and I purchased yarn. Oops. So Yarnable has been around for a long time, and I've always debated, nah, I don't need it. I got enough yarn. And then I keep seeing all of them every month, and I'm like, ooh. And I don't have a lot of like tonal speckly yarn in my stash. I might have a total of like maybe 4 skeins. So I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. So I signed up. I went to their website and they were open, and I was like surprised because usually they're not open very often. And I'm like, well, that's a sign, I guess. I went to the website and they said signups are open. Sign up now. The next box will be shipped out, I think next week, 26th, end of next week, for the August box. I'm like, okay, fine. August is my birthday month. Why not? So I might try it for a little bit and see how it goes. But with that yarn, I'm thinking I'm going to try to do just a vanilla sock with a heel flap and gusset. I'm not going to do any color changing. I'm just going to do the whole sock in whatever color that they give me, and so I can practice that. Because I feel like his heel flap and gusset was more difficult than a normal one, but I don't know. If you've knit these socks, what do you think? Is it more difficult, or was it just me? Because I've never done one before. Throwing in those cables was not nice. Let me tell you. It's okay. I figured it out. I had to really use my brain yesterday. So, yep, I signed up for Yarnable. I will be showing that when it comes, and we will see. I really don't need any more yarn. I really don't, but it's not self-striping. All right, that is all of my sock whips. That's all the sock madness. Are you ready for the blanket? Oh, I'm getting kind of sad that the blanket's like almost done. Oh, I love this. So this is the Coziest Memories by Kemper Ray. Fingering weight. This is all fingering weight. Now I do have all different bases in here. I got Speckled. Not Speckled, that's not a base. I have 75-25, 80-20. I have some Stellina in here. I have some, probably have some BFL in here. I got some West Yorkshire spinners, so that's a little bit rusticy yarn. I'm doing 20 stitches by 20 stitches. And I'm using US 2s, 2.75 millimeter. I'm doing 25 squares across this way, 20 rows up, for a total of 500 squares. I forgot to sit down and count what I did this week. I think I did 16 this week. But I'm on the last row, guys. The last row. It's serious now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, 16. I'm weaving in my ends as I go, except for the top row. Actually, I could probably weave these in now because this is the last row. Oh, this isn't the last row. This is the last row. Ooh, look at that color. So yeah, maybe when I do the next row, I'll weave in the corners and the top. All right, where is my stitch marker? I heard it. There it is. So this is Twin Mountain Handcrafts. Oh, I love their stitch markers so much. We got a little coffee pot there. Oh, I don't remember. Was this an Advent? Was this My Little Pony? This might have been My Little Pony. I don't remember. My Little Pony. That one is Dragon Hoard Yarns Christmas one. My Little Pony. My Little Pony. That one might be a My Little Pony. That's a row 1 mini. Nomadic Yarns. These two are Harry Potter Advent. I think this is day 23 and 24. So I squeeze those in there. Nomadic yarns. That's a row 1. These, I think these 3 are Milo Pony. So that is row 19. Oh. All right, and then I started the row. So my daughter's like, I asked her, I'm like, since this is her blanket, I'm like, do you want like this neon color in the corner? She's like, yes. So I believe this one was a Hue Loco from her glow stick collection last summer. I had a little bit left. What did I use that for? I think my pen glow now. I still have some left. So I have 24 squares left. This is square 400 and, oh math, 76. Yep, 476. If you follow me on Instagram, when I do squares, I post them and I post like what square they are /500, and then I usually have a little, what are those things called? A little picture icon. I don't know what those things are called. Stickers? Are they stickers? But now I'm saying I have 23 left, 24 left. So, yep, I'm getting there. And I thought about, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not yet. I started this, I cast this blanket on her birthday last year. Kind of tempted to finish it on her birthday. So I might finish my squares and I might take a break and then I might start the I-cord border because I'm going to do one around the whole blanket. It doesn't really need it, but I did it on my other one and it looks nice, so I think I'm going to do it. So I don't know if I'll wait until like the week of her birthday and do like a side a day. There's 4 sides, or just pick up and work on it for a little bit, put it back down. So I don't know, after I finish my squares, you may not see this. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I kind of I want to finish it, but part of me is like, you know, it would be really cool to like start it on her birthday and finish it on her birthday. To have like exactly 1 year whip. So I don't know. But it's beautiful. I love it. And will I be casting on another one? Yes, I will. Anytime soon? I don't know, probably not. But I do love working on a square a day for Advent. So maybe I'll wait and cast it on in December and just work on other things for the rest of the year. But oh, I love this project so much. My daughter's excited because I'm getting closer. She said she wanted a blue for the border, so I have 3 different blues for her to choose from that I think I have enough. I'm trying not to buy stuff. But I know I'll have to look at my project page notes for my last blanket because I wrote down, I think it takes 30 grams to do the border. So I have some that are 40 grams, but I don't know if is that enough. So I'll have to look at that. I know a 50 gram skein of stroll was plenty and I had extra, so that's probably what I'm going to use. Stroll, and then I have a color, a Felici solid color that's blue. I have 2 that are really similar, but we'll see what she picks. So I'll have to look through my notes, and if 40 is enough, then there's another color in the running, but it's a lighter. So I have like, I'll have maybe 4 different blues to choose from, and yeah. But I'm getting there. Oh. So I think, I don't know, maybe I'm taking a break. I think doing squares all day on Sunday kind of like burns me out. And then when Monday comes around, it's like, oh, I don't want to work on this anymore. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just work on it on Sunday and have 8 squares. Oh, there's a sparkly one. Can you tell? Not really. It's a sparkly one. So that's my thoughts. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. But oh, it's heavy and beautiful. And I can't wait to finish this to get this and my grams down, because this month it's not going well, guys. Spoiler alert. I bought more than I used this month so far. Even if I finish a couple more whips, I still am gonna be in the hole this weekend. It's all right. I've been doing really good the past. I think there was like 1 month that I was over. So I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, that is all of my whips and my finished objects. So I'm gonna talk about reading and watching, and then I have my My Little Pony advents from this week that I will show you. But other than that, no stash. So if that's all you want to see and you don't want to hear me ramble for maybe 10 more minutes, maybe 15 more minutes, I will see you next week. Okay, what should we do first? Let's continue with the yarny goodness. Why not? So this is My Little Pony Advent from Yarn Cafe Creations. Yes, it's a July Advent. 31 mini skeins. Oh, on the minis. And this year she's putting extras in them. I do not have them with me. I should have. I have a pile of them downstairs. Next time I will bring them, hopefully. Or when in the end. So this is day 15. Oh my goodness. I believe this is in my blanket already. Once I open them, I hand wind them in balls. So then I can just knit from them. Because last year I didn't. And then when I wanted to use them, I had to wind them all. And it took forever. I can't read half of these. Something sweet number 2. I don't know My Little Ponies. I had some, but I guess there's like thousands of them now. This one's called Quacker. No idea. 16. I believe this one is in my blanket too. I think I showed you. And this one is also in my blanket. And this one is Rose Dust, day 17. Oh, look at that yellow and pink. Got it. So these ones are not in my blanket yet. Here's 18. Princess Luna. Love this one. Especially my daughter. She's like, is that gonna be in my blanket? I'm like, yes it is. 19. I really love this one too. Pink and orange with a little bit of bluish purple in there. Love it. 20. Is it cherry spice or berry? Looks like cherry. Cherry spices. The last one, this was today's 21. This one is, I can't read this one, no idea, but fall vibes. It's also giving me like a campfire. It looks like a campfire. So yep, I will put these 4 in my blanket, or it's not my blanket, in my daughter's blanket. I'm trying to get all of them in there, but I might just have to do, because I only have 24 squares left. And if I do a bunch, they're not all going to be in there. So we still have a week and a little bit left. So I don't know, maybe I won't do that many this week. We'll see. Maybe I'll just work on it Sunday and call it a day. If I'll have, let's see, I got 4, Saturday, Sunday, I'll have 6. Maybe I'll just do 6, and that'll be all caught up. Maybe I'll do that. She already has the last square picked out. In my previous blanket, I have Star Wars, it's Haverly Yarn Star Wars. I think it's called, it's her Star Wars one, where it's like 2 different colors. I knit a pair of socks. I think I've knit with that twice because I knit Amy a pair. Pretty sure I did. And I knit myself a pair a long, long time ago, but I had enough extras. There was one that was yellow, white, black, and gray. That was the 4 stripes. When I knit the square in, I started with the yellow and I had white and black, and it looks exactly like a pencil. It's the coolest thing ever. It's my favorite square in that blanket, and my daughter's like, hey, do you have that yarn? I want that in my blanket. And I said, yep, look, I have enough. I even have the right sequence, so I wound it off, and that's going to be her 500 square. She wanted that one in there, the pencil one, so I'll show that later. And then the Unicorn Apocalypse, that's going to go right next to the pencil yarn. So the last 2 squares have been spoken for, so yeah. But with this advent, I have enough scraps to finish it off. No problem. So yeah, part of me just wants to hurry up and finish that blanket, but part of me is like, I don't want it to end. And then part of me is like, it would be so cool to like finish it on her birthday. So I don't know, maybe I'll do all of it except for like this much, and then finish that I-cord on her birthday and say, okay, it's done. Cheating, probably, but it's okay. Okay, that's all of the acquisitions, or I don't know, is that acquisitions? I guess so. Okay, reading. I'm still reading Fourth Wing. Oh my word, it's so good. I want to read it, but then I don't want to read it because I want to savor it. But then I'm getting distracted by things. Like, I didn't read it all yesterday because I was so focused on the Stephen West socks, and I can't knit while I have to read a pattern. Can't do it. So I read a little bit last night, but it's good. I like it. Yeah, and I'm reading that on my Kindle. I went ahead and purchased it because I was like number 300th place at the library on hold, and I'm like, I can't wait. That's like 3-year wait. I'm sure they've probably bought more copies by now, but it's still a long wait, and I'm not didn't want to do that. Okay, watching. I'm looking at my notes here. My kids and I are still watching the Great British Baking Show, season 7, collection 7, number 7, whatever they call it. I think there's like 5 people left. They love this show so much. It's so funny. They're all like guessing like who's gonna leave and who's the star baker. It's hilarious. Most of the time they're right. Okay, my husband and I, we finished. Did I say we were watching Barry, or did we finish one season? Because I'm looking at my notes, and there is no way that we finished 3 seasons in a week. That doesn't seem right. At any rate, we finished, I don't know if maybe we finished season 1 last week, because that makes more sense. But I don't know. I don't remember what I said. According to my show notes, we finished season 1, 2, and 3. Oh my word. I love it. It's so good. I'm surprised my husband's watching it with me because it doesn't seem like his cup of tea, but he's watching it. We have 1 more season. I'm thinking we can finish it. It helps that these are like half-hour episodes, so we can watch 2 a night, which I love that, so we can get through it faster. And there's only 8 episodes per season, which is also nice. So that means we can finish a season in 4 days. Sometimes less than that if we watch more on the weekends, but so yep, that's what we are watching. The rest of the stuff I talk about is on HBO Max. Great British Baking Show is on Netflix. We're going to probably cancel HBO Max next week, so I'm to put a pause on Grey's Anatomy. Once we cancel HBO Max, we're probably just gonna keep Netflix for a while. So I'll watch Grey's Anatomy. I want to finish Ozark, and I got my Supernatural. So I'm kind of waiting and watching other stuff before I go to Netflix. So I watched a bunch of movies. Only 4 movies. Okay, this one is the best out of all of them. King Kong, 1933. Go watch it. Go watch it. It is the best. Yeah, it came out in 1933. It was hilarious. King Kong kept putting people in his... I think this was the right movie. He kept putting people in his mouth and then just like spitting them out, stepping on them. I loved it. It was the best. So good. And then my husband and I watched Thunderball, which is a 007 movie. I don't know which one it is. I think it's 3. HBO doesn't have all of them. They just have some. So that one was 1965. That was okay. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, 1956. That's the one I watched. Now, that one seemed like it was just the Godzilla, the first one, except it was in English. There was, whenever they had like the Japanese speaking, they dubbed over with English. You know, you could see their mouths move, but the words weren't lining up. It was the same exact story. They had a few clips added in there, a little different storyline added in there, but it was the same exact, a lot of it was the same thing, but I still watched it. It was okay. I could knit more with that one and not have to like read subtitles. There was some, but it was still okay. And then yesterday, I don't know what day it was. I finished it. No, I don't remember what day. I watched The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, the 2012 movie. I love it. I started the second one yesterday, but I couldn't find extended version for the first one, but I could find extended versions for 2 and 3. So I'm gonna watch those. I don't know if I'll finish the second one today. I don't know if I will get to the third one, but probably sometime next week. But I love it. It's good. Yes, I'm loving the movies. I'm loving the old movies. Usually I'm not a big movie person, but I think after we get rid of HBO Max, I'm probably not going to watch any more movies for a while. Dear. I feel like Netflix doesn't have a good selection of movies. I don't know. So yeah, I'll probably just go to shows. We're probably going to watch The Witcher, the new season of that. And that's probably going to be the last one we watch because I heard, I can't think of the actor's name. He says Superman. You all know, you're probably screaming at me. Whoever the actor's name is, he's not doing it anymore after season 3 or season 4. I think this one is his last season. The next one they're changing the actor, and the one they picked is like, oh, he does so good as The Witcher. Why? I feel like it's gonna ruin it. So I don't know if we might watch 1 episode or 2 episodes and see how it is, but the other guy does a better Witcher. That's my opinion. Okay, so this week I'm just gonna knit all the socks, continue, work on my blanket. That's the plan. I'm not gonna promise on finishing anything. I'm just gonna knit. Maybe I'll have a Stephen West sock done. Maybe just one. We'll see. Life stuff today, or not life stuff. This week, I took my kids to my parents on Tuesday, so I have been kid-free for the past like 3.5-ish days. It's been so quiet and nice. I love my kids, but sometimes I just need a break. You know, right? It's not bad to want a break. Yeah, so they're at my parents'. We're gonna go over there tomorrow and pick them up. And yeah, weather has been humid and yucky and gross. It's, I think next week we're gonna have a few days where it's gonna be the 90s. I can't stand 90s. I hate it. I hate summer. If you're new here. I do not like being hot. Can't handle it. I think that's it. Yep, 55 minutes. Again. That's okay. I had a little trouble with uploading my video or exporting it onto iMovie last week, and it's like, not enough space. And I'm like, what? Not enough space? What are you talking about? And I forgot to delete last week's video. I'm like, oh, okay. So my iPad cannot handle two videos that are hour long on here. So I'm like, I was a little like panicking. I'm like, I sat down for an hour and talked, and I lost all of it. I didn't lose it. It's okay. So yeah, I think that's it. I've yammered on enough. I hope you got a lot done on your projects. I hope you're all doing well. I hope your projects are going well. Yeah, I'm just going to continue and knit all the socks. Yeah, I'm working on scrappy socks today. I've already decided. Scrappy socks, and maybe I'll work on my advent socks tonight, but scrappy socks all day today. All right, I guess that's it. I got some laundry to do. I got to clean up my mess, get this edited, uploaded. Yeah. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading them, and hopefully I will see you next week.